Hi everyone, this is Arian here from Project She Went for Her Dreams. Thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm coming at you today with another one of my favorite topics to talk about, and that is networking and your elevator pitch, right? Do those two words make you feel squeamish? Does it make you feel like you're gonna get sick, right? It definitely did for me when I was starting out as a business owner. So if that's you, you're in the right place. So first off, I want to say a little bit about networking. I think networking gets a really bad vibe. Not a bad vibe. It gets a bad rap. That's what I meant to say. When we hear the word networking, oftentimes we think about it as this robotic process that we go out and we exchange business cards, and it's very sterile and there's no human connection. It's just about what people judging you basically, or if you want clients or you need a job or you need something, right? And you kind of go into this experience from like a needy perspective. So I want to offer you a different, a reframe, right? A different way of looking at networking, right? So what's helped me to sort of have a loving embrace towards networking is to think about it as a way to build relationships, right? So I'm an introvert. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. And networking is not just for outgoing people or outspoken people or extroverts. Networking could actually be for people like you and me who enjoy just having private conversations, right? So going into a networking event with this intention of I'm just here to meet and connect with people. It's not about what I need, it's about getting to know other people, and if I can be of service to them, then I will be able to offer them that service, right? But for nothing else than connecting with people, right? So oftentimes when we think about it in that way, it takes off the pressure, right? There's no need of having to get the client or having them need to like you, or if you feel like you're not even in a good place in your career, you feel a little bit self-doubt with where you are in your career or in your business, right? So don't make it about you, make it about the other person. If you are genuinely a people person, if you genuinely enjoy getting to know people, listening to their stories, use networking as a channel, as a tool in order to do that, right? So another piece of advice that I can give in terms of networking is, what is your attitude, your energy, right? Going into a networking event with enthusiasm, with high energy, with an excitement to meet people, people can feel that energy. People love being around those who are just genuinely positive. So a thing that's helped me in going into networking events and making them successful is going in there with an enthusiastic attitude, being genuinely excited about meeting people and hearing what they're up to in the world. And another tip I'll give is that when you go to networking events, don't ask, well, so what do you do, right? That's also a very mechanical way of interacting with people, and it's also oversaid and overdone, right? Instead, ask people, what are you working on in the world? What projects are you up to? What's exciting you right now that you're working on, right? And saying it with a smile. People love to talk about themselves and what they're up to in the world. So start with that question as well. And remember to listen, genuinely listen, because this will help you in the follow-up, right? So if you happen to have a conversation with someone and they mention something that's very unique and distinct, listen so you can recall that in the follow-up, right? These things go a very long way. When you can recall something that someone has said during conversation in the follow-up, it makes a lasting impression, right? So make sure to listen, okay? And the other thing I'll say is with your elevator pitch, right? So again, elevator pitch sounds like something that's very one way and just like, I'm gonna tell you what I do and it's gonna be very mechanical. Don't look at it that way, right? One thing that has helped me in sharing what I do in the world is to start with the words, I believe. I believe, right? So I happen to believe that our careers and our businesses are one of the best vehicles in the world to really create impact and meaningful change in the world, right? So oftentimes I lead with that statement, and I go on to say, which is why I chose to become a business coach for women professionals, right? And so oftentimes that creates a piqued interest of what is that? tell me more about what you do, right? So oftentimes when you start with the words I believe, it takes it a step deeper, right? Instead of, well, I am the CEO of a company I just founded, or I am the VP of marketing at such and such company, right? So when you start with the words I believe, it adds a dimension of personality and meaningfulness to your conversation, as opposed to just blurting out your title and your role at a company, okay? So I hope this helps. I hope this takes a little bit of the edge off when it comes to networking and sharing your elevator pitch. So this is Arian again from Project She Went for Her Dreams, and I'll see you next time. Bye.